It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
In the criminal justice system, sexually-based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories.
Tell me why my ex-best friend got married on the same day that I got married on, 5 years later at the same fucking venue. Before y'all ask, yes, she was a part of my wedding, full dress, bridal shower, bachelorette party, helped planned it, all the things. And she helped me put favors and stuff together. Not only that, but we've been friends since middle school, like 6th or 7th grade type shit. And I'm supposed to be her son's godmom. So let me know if y'all want a story time, because at this point, I'm tired of this shit. Like, I'm not even the type person to come on here and, like, blab about real personal life shit. But at this point, I'm just tired of it, y'all. Like, it's nothing worse than a bitch that don't have their own personality. And I don't even think my life is that interesting for a bitch to be trying to copy. Like, be so for real. My ex-best friend got married on my 5-year anniversary at the same venue. And I'm about to give y'all the backstory. A lot of y'all ask, why are we not friends anymore? And so I think that's a good place to start, because it'll tell y'all why I'm so upset about this. A lot of y'all peeped it already, but for the people who didn't, I don't know what's wrong with y'all, but it's giving single white female. I noticed that over time she started doing the exact same things that I was doing, or had very similar stories to my stories. So for example, my son was born December 23rd. Guess when her son was born? I mean, her daughter was born December 23rd, right? And y'all are probably like, oh, well, you can't control a date. Yes, you can. She scheduled her C-section to be on my son's birthday because she thought it would be cute for them to be twins. It didn't tell me until after the fact, but mind you, we were best friends. She also had her daughter's birthday party after I had my daughter's birthday party. Same theme, same place, like same cake, everything, okay? So around 2020, when I got married, I noticed that the energy started shifting. Like, we went from being super close to now we barely talking, or every time we text is me like, hey girl, how are you doing? Like, what's going on? Just checking on you type stuff. And she also kind of just like started making little weird remarks. Like, she would bring up the fact of my skin color being the reason why I'm married, or why I don't understand what she's going through because I have life easier because I'm light skinned. Or she would say how like men are threatened by successful women, and she notices that the most people that are married are women who aren't career driven or who don't have careers. Okay. So then she started lying about stuff, and I mean like big things. Like, one minute she got mad at me because she said I wasn't there during the closing of her house, and one minute she had the keys, then the next minute she don't have the keys and I should have been there to take pictures of her, and then the next minute is something different. Eventually she sends me this text pretty much saying how we can't be friends anymore, or it's hard for her to be friends with me, and it makes her act weird towards me because she can't sit back and watch me live what seems like a perfect life. Pause to read. Seems like a perfect life. Pause to read.
All right, so she says, she says, life, how to be there for you right now. I'm willing to work on it, but I think it's going to take both of us. Actually, you're 100% correct about everything. The only thing I would disagree about is a secret competition. I'm not in competition with you. We are on two total different lanes. Regarding everything else, from the outside looking in, your life does look perfect. Granted, in reality, I know no one is perfect, but it's definitely hard not to feel like that. And I can admit it does make me jealous at times. And because I don't want to be nasty or rude towards you, I choose not to deal with you. I avoid seeing you or talking to you because of that reason. I'm still secret your biggest fan, but I just choose to keep my distance because the way I feel about you is a me problem, not a you problem. The difficult part is that the fact so and so is involved and you play a significant role in his life. So every time I think about you watching him, it feels like a co parenting situation. Having to meet in public and do drop offs when we barely talk. Said, yeah, it's clear you feel that way, and I wish you didn't because, like I said, I want nothing but the best for you. But I also take my role as his GM godmother seriously, and I want to be there for my baby. I have no hard feelings for you. I still love you just the same. We are not perfect in any way. We go through stuff, but we are really private. We don't talk about what we go through, but we do go through. I don't want you to feel that way about me, and I don't like that you feel that way about me. I will check on Bray and I want to see him when I can, and I will fall back for you. Like I said, it's more of a me problem than a you problem. I'm aware of the whole working on myself. I still wholeheartedly wish you the best in everything and all your future endeavors. I'm sorry that I can't be a part of that ride with you. We can arrange something for, even if it has to drop him off for you.
And all of this is while I'm going through like my own real personal stuff. Like, just because I don't talk about it don't mean that I'm not going through it or that my life is perfect. And as y'all see, I still was trying to be cordial, like, girl, we could work it out. After that, we slowly started backing away from each other mutually. I didn't have a problem with her because we didn't get in an argument or nothing. I'm just like, whatever, friendships don't work out. Of course I was hurt because, like, this, like I said, this is one of my closest friends. But at the same time, I'm not going to like hate her or like be petty towards her. But that's exactly what she did with me. She started being petty, starting to post like subliminal messages, or like in our friend group, she started saying like little slick stuff towards me, or like whenever I would have a good moment happen in my life, she would be shady about it and stuff like that. So then I noticed like she would text me with like these big events that's happening in her life. Like it was always like a woe is me or like a damsel in distress, I need help type of situation. And I think it was to reel me back in so I could start feeling bad, because everybody knows how to make me feel bad. All you gotta do is give me a sob story and I'm like, oh my God, like where can I help? How can I help? And so I'm a very forgiving person until I'm not anymore. And that's where I was with her. I'm like willing to work it out with her, even looking past all the red flags and all that stuff, right? And she also had texted me at one point apologizing for lying to me so much and apologizing for being shady and like all the comments and all those things. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe she's changed. Like we haven't really talked like that in months. Like maybe she's really been working on herself. I even told her like, girl, you seem different. I'm proud of you. Like keep it up. All of those things. And she was like, that means a lot. I'm happy you noticed it. And come to find out, the bitch is still the same, just as crazy as can be. After this point, I'm still like, my intuition is like, girl, no, leave it alone. Leave it alone. She kept trying to hang out with me. She's like, oh, we should go get crabs. We should do this. We should do that. And my intuition, I was like, oh, sure. But it would never happen. Okay. And so I forgot to add also, like, remember the whole godson thing. So I would try to come see him. I'm like, oh, I can get him on this day, let him spend the night with me, yada, yada, yada. And then it will always be, oh, he can't come, he's sick. Or, oh, we can't meet up today, I have this going on. Or like, it will always be an emergency and a cancellation on her end. And I could never understand it, but I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, I'm not going to push the issue. Like, she got a lot going on. It is what it is. Okay, so in 2021, my husband and I had decided to buy another house. So we put our townhouse on the market. And so I'm being very open about all of this in the group. And when I got my closing date, I talked about it. I was like, oh, I closed on this date. Oh my God, I'm so excited, da 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 da. How she ended up closing on the same date that I closed? Y'all know that's also an option too. You can tell them, hey, I'm trying to close around this date. Because she started her process after me. And then shortly after that, she posts her car, right? So I can show you a picture of the car and her standing in front of it. And then as you see in the caption, in the comments, I said, happy dance. It was like a little gif. And she said, what? You're my inspiration, baby. Let me take y'all outside so y'all can see the car. My car. So you getting it now? The only difference is I bought my car in 2020 or 2021. It was sometime after I got married. So then I found out that she told one of my really close friends, who at the time was not my close friend, but now she is, that we were planning our wedding together, and I decided not to include her in the wedding planning anymore because I wanted to get married on my own. And I told her that she can still be in the wedding, but I don't want to get married on the same day as her. What? First of all, I need somebody to help me. How does that work? How does one get married with another couple at the same time? Like, do I kiss my husband, then you kiss yours? Also, who was she engaged to be getting married when I got married? And of course, there's other things that happen in between. But after that, I just was like, you know what? I don't want this person to have access to me in any kind of way anymore. So I blocked her from everything. In the beginning of 2024, when I blocked her. She also had lied about some other stuff to my friend that I'm not going to include. So now it brings us to current year. I get a text message from my friend and she's like, oh, your girl's getting married. And I was like, on my day? because it was like a countdown, right? And I'm like, well, maybe she's just saying that. I had another friend that texted me and was like, well, she said she was doing that day because her boyfriend proposed to her on July the 31st or something like that. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense. Why not get married on that day? Because August the 1st is on a Friday. That doesn't make sense. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm not going to say nothing. Fast forward, it ends up being the same venue.
What to do, everyday people? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. Back in the confessional. Yes, we staying lit, big dog. Shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. Shout out to my everyday people who are the mods, who are checking in daily. Because we keep it lit, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I want to just say this. I think women have the weirdest relationships. But I once had a story where it was like, oh, this my friend is copying me and all this stuff. And I was like, yeah. It just sounds like she wanted to be more of your friend than the friend, because they were boosting up each other. But the girl was like, no, it was weirding me out, so I just stopped talking to her. In this case, the friend was actually weirding her out. And then the friend was like, I don't think I like being like you. Like, what? Bitch, you just copied everything I have, and now you think I'm the problem? You've been making me nervous since day one. But needless to say, I believe her. You know, there's no reason for this. But you know what? Sometimes friends do want to be or dress like friends. Unless we had a story time where two gay dudes, it was one dude who was dating DL and the other dude was, you know, all full on gay. Well, they was dressing alike and people was like, oh, y'all niggas just tight like that. That's what I'm saying. That's for friendships. Okay, but anyway, nobody else could figure it out, but we sure the fuck did. Cause why you dressing like your homeboy and y'all grown? Nigga, the math ain't mathing. In fact, actually the math is mathing. 1 + 1 = y'all two together. Ain't nothing else to explain about that, big dog. So, all I'm saying is, crazy situation. I think, you know, I'm glad you're able to move on, because you don't need nobody like that in your life that's going to be a peace stealer for no reason. Like, I hate peace stealers. Like, people that will complain about just about anything, but they love to be in your presence. And so, I got a family member that's always starting stuff with other people. But you know what? They want to be at everything, and then you be like, then you don't want to invite them, and then they'll be like, oh, you ain't invite me? Nigga, because every time you come out, you tripping. And then when they tripping, you be like, see, that's why we don't invite you nowhere. Yeah, that sounds like a friend. I don't want to invite you because you always tripping. I don't want you to look like me because you always got an issue with something. You got an issue with something that I don't do that's not up to your standards, but because you want everything that I do, but you want it how you do it. That's weird. Anyway, everyday people, let me know what y'all think about this crazy situation in the comment section. Make sure y'all join the lives every night, man. We coming with a new live. I'm actually finna go live right now. So, everyday people, I'm checking out for the night. Holla at you later. Peace.